The second semester, they'll be taking on the Vermont Technical College Green Knights, and it should be a good game. Should be a dandy of a game. It's a league game, and we're going to go to the outside mic in just a second, and we'll get the introductions for the starting lineups, and we're going to start with VTC. So we'll go over to Vermont Technical College.
Now let's meet the starting lineup for Vermont Tech. Number 3, Eliza Wakefield. Number 10, Sarah Richardson. Number 14, Teresa Heisinga. Number 22, Shannon Leland. And number 23, Brittany Fry.
What's the coach's name?
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Rewind-CSJ. A senior from Albany, New York, number 34, Pahala Pleasure.
Okay, I gave it to you right here.
From Plymouth, New Hampshire, junior number 23, Michelle Thompson. Senior guard from Iowa, Vermont, number 25, Erica Race. A senior from Rutland, Vermont, number 21, Vicky Getty. And a senior from Scranton, New York, number 11, Irene Tompkins. The head coach of the Fighting Saints is Jason Casarino. Assistant coach, Mr. Jeff Casarino. Your manager was Alexandra DeFabio. The president, Dr. Frank McClory, your athletic director, Mr. Mark Alconis.
So the first game of 2008, sees the Saints taking on VTC. They'll be in a dark uniform, Saints in their home whites. And settling, it should be a good ball game. Good action down here at CSJ. And Vicky Getty will be jumping center for CSJ, taking on Wakefield, number 3, and it's tip controlled by the Green Knights. And they'll get set, and they'll set their offense for the first time tonight. This is Heisinga with the basketball. And again, 30-second shot clock in college basketball, and 2 halves, overtime if necessary. And again, nice strong finish to the first half of the season for the Saints, looking to pick up where they left off and start the season off with a win on Munger Vision. Again, PEGTV website is www.pegtv.com. That's a 2-point shot taken outside by Wakefield. And looks like Eliza Wakefield will be one of the matchup problems for the Saints, just with her height and her low post ability. That's a 2-ball coming up, and it'll be good. Race with the basket. And Heisinga is going to run the point, and we're just about to 19 minutes, 1 minute, just about gone here in the first half of play. Again, the Saints, a team that have a lot of different offensive threats on the floor, a team that's gotten better defensively as the first half of the season went along. And like I said, they different from college ball like you see at Duke or North Carolina. When they have their holiday break, that's Shannon Leland from Arlington with the basket. Makes it 4-2 VTC. I also got Stacy Corey out there for VTC, and she of course played for Carl Sereni at West Rutland. Pleasure will run the point, and she'll bring the ball down to Getty. And Getty, triple threat. And speaking of threats, there goes Tompkins up. Ball called, and Tompkins will be fouled by Heisinga, number 14.
Ball whistled on number 14.
Now, so Irene Tompkins fouled on the shot, be going to the line to shoot 2.
Number 11, Irene Tompkins.
And Tompkins' first shot up and good. And she's a very good free throw shooter. She gets to the line a lot because she plays in that low post. And you know, if you're going to be down there playing, you're going to get a lot of fouls, and you better be able to sink them. And she does that first one, makes it 4-3. VTC's lead at 1, and it's going to be off the rim and no good. Wakefield with the rebound, put it on the floor once and find Heisinga. So Heisinga, a lot of court to work with, able to get it to the front of top of the arc between circles, comes aside to Leland, and Shannon Leland. There's the flash down inside and traveled. Yeah, they got the ball down to Purrier, and she took that extra step, and she had the right idea. She wanted to kick it on the wing. and let Wakefield slide across the baseline, but unfortunately she traveled. Now they're going to see pressure in the backcourt set up, and boy, Pleasure with a long outlet pass from Michelle Thompson, and Huizinga will get their foul, and boy, she got ran over. Huizinga got flattened, and Pleasure checking to see if she's okay, and she'll get the foul assessed to her also, besides a bunch of bruises and 2 shots. So that'll send St. Joe's back to the line. This time it'll be Tahara Pleasure that'll be taking the shots. And they're looking for the tie on the first shot, and Stacy Corey, number 12 for VTC at the scores table, getting set to check in, and we're tied at 4 now. That was Stacy Corey from West Rutland, but it's going to be Huizinga who will go to the bench. And now for the lead, CSJ will be up and got it. Tahara Pleasure will make them both. And a lot of league games coming up, and they'll be their schedule right on the website. You go to the schedule and get CSJ's. They've got some good teams coming up and some good matchups. A lot of Sunday games that start at noon, which is good for families to get here. And that'll be a turnover as they had Shannon Leland toss the ball across court, and they'll end up in the bleachers, and they'll be taken out of bounds on the far side of this beautiful St. Joseph's Athletic Complex. And again, it's just a great deal. If you come to the game as an adult, not as an adult, if you're an adult and you come to the game, and you tell them at the door that you watch CSJ basketball on Channel 15, you get them for half price. Now, it's already a good deal, but that makes it a better deal. And bring your family, and like I said, it's a good atmosphere here, and it's a lot of good basketball. It's college basketball. It's just like the big networks pay to bring you. You can come right here in your backyard and watch it. That's going to be off the mark, tipped out, and here comes Shannon Leland. She'll bring it down the far side here at the CSJ home court. It's a beautiful court. Yeah, they want to get some tempo going now. Coach Casarino telling them to get the push going. 5-4, and Rage will push the ball inside, and boy, Tompkins, they recognize the matchup, and it didn't go. Oh, it hung on the rim and wouldn't fall. Yeah, and that ball will be assessed to number 10, Sarah Richardson. So Tompkins going to the line for the second time. She's 1 of 2 from the line so far tonight. And again, you see her get down in a low post, get position, and she's strong down there, and she'll miss that shot. And very untypical 1 of 3 from the line right now. But again, she usually is probably right in the 70 percentile for free throws. That one just all twine, makes it 6-4. But you can see the matchup problems because she's not as big as Wakefield, but she's quicker than Wakefield, and she's stronger than Wakefield. And that's a good matchup that they recognize. Go down in the low post, too. Tompkins, Leland, takes Stacy Corey, and no. She had a good look squared up, and it was last touched by the Saints. I believe going out from Tompkins' hands out of bounds, and VTC in the black uniforms will bring the ball into play right on the baseline, right their own basket. And they're going to try to run that box formation, and on the inbounds pass, of course, CSJ will go zone. They're trying to deny a little bunny pass and bunny shot, and that was tipped. Will come up and be picked up by Stacy Corey as she came around. Wakefield down inside to Shannon Leland. She'll take the bump, push away, and that was a nifty shot as far as being creative because the defender really did a nice job of moving her out further than she wanted. Behind the back goes Pleasure, and she'll kick the ball out to Thompson. She'll take a running one-hander and get it. Thompson! Oh, you talk about versatile. Thompson can stand outside, drain threes, and just make you pull your hair out of your head. She can put the ball on the floor and drive. She can play the point for you, and you saw right there, she can take it in a very creative manner and get a running one-hander, and it's now 8-4 CSJ. Tompkins with the block. She stayed her ground. She's going to break out of the pack. She's got a teammate on her wing. It's Vicky Getty, and yeah, she had a little problem getting a handle on it. Thompson says, I'll try a 3-ball, no good. Long shot creates the long rebound, and it's going to be taken down and out of there by VTC to Stacy Corey, and she'll race into the front court, get it to the baseline. Shannon Leland will dump it down inside to Wakefield, and that's going to come off the hands of Wakefield. Tompkins behind the play seems to be injured of some nature, and oh, Vicky Getty got inside position. And Tompkins staying behind the play, talking to the head coach. They're going to bring in Carrie Smith to take Tompkins' spot. She kept bumping. I'm not really sure what happened to her, but she wasn't able to make the trip down the floor. Hey, don't forget, too, at the end of the game, we'll have our post-game show, the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. White Birch Realty actually brings you the post-game show. They donate the shirts, and they donate everything we need to make this broadcast work, and that's a real good community effort. And that will be off the mark by Wakefield. Up and fouled. First time we've seen an offensive board in a long time for VTC, and I'll be on Carrie Smith just into the basketball game, and she'll pick up the foul, and that will send Purrier to the line.
For VTC, number 30, Jenny Purrier.
And boy, she'll get the benefit per of the very kind rim, and that ball will drop in there, and I'll make it 8-5 now. CSJ's lead down to 3. That's the first team foul on CSJ. And that one won't happen. Oh, I think what they called was a lane violation. Yeah, so they'll retake the shot here. And actually, that was a bad deal for Vermont Tech because they had the ball in good position down there. And she'll make it. So they'll give them a second chance. They'll make the shot and make it 8-6 now. Carrie Smith will bring the basketball up over the timeline and get the ball in the corner to race down. I like the matchup. They went right down. Nice block by Wakefield. You don't see Getty get blocked that often. She will make the block, but again, they went down to where Tompkins would have been. And this is a 3-ball, and it's well short. It wasn't tipped. Smith will catch it and come out of the pack on the fly. She's got nothing but paint up and too hard off the glass. Actually, the defender got back in good position there, and that was number 10 who got back there. Richardson and angled her off. A little bit funny on the shot, and down inside, and the basket, and we're tied at 8. And you can see the difference down there with Tompkins out of the basketball game. They lose a lot of muscle down inside defensively underneath the backboard. Stacy Corey, went for the steal behind the back. It was Pleasure, and 3-ball by Thompson. No, front of the rim. She's a shooter. She'll shoot herself into a rhythm and jump ball. Yeah, if you don't believe it, you should have heard Tara Pleasure calling tied up jump ball, and she was right. The ball will go out of bounds down. It'll be Thompson, Michelle Thompson from New Hampshire. Yeah, they're going to reset the shot clock to 26 seconds, and they'll be all set. Another little jump out, little step out there, and that's off a screen, and nope, she's still searching. And up, Raish, and Raish will have 4 points now. She's done it from the outside once. Now she did it off the offensive rebound on the inside shot and gets it up and in. It makes it 10-8 CSJ. Like I said, good to have him back in session here. I missed him. Boy, Pleasure, lucky she didn't pick up a foul there. That could be a little home cooking. Purrier with the spot, the shot, and no. Pleasure will get the rebound, and she'll emerge from a sea of black jerseys and find some open court, go behind the back. Now Stacy Corey of West Rutland. And boy, tell her Pleasure just putting on a show. And Vicky Getty will leave the ball short. She'll get the rebound turn and got it! And Getty with that blue-collar working attitude just followed her own shot up, got in there and got it, and got the basket. Makes it 12-8 now. The Saints with the lead. And the other thing, too, to get the CSJ schedule, you can just, besides their website, just read the Rutland Herald, and they'll give you the games coming up. And like I said, they have a lot of Sunday games, and they start nice and early, noontime start. So, you know, good family thing to bring your children to and catch some college basketball. And boy, Pleasure might be looking for a fall call, and that really was a good no call. And the shot still almost went. Here comes Richardson in the front court. She'll put the brakes on, and yeah, we're going to have an accident, and we'll have Tara Pleasure picking up the foul. Yeah, now Stephanie Greeno coming in the basketball game for Erica Raish for CSJ. Yeah, so the freshman from Honor Valley Union High School, Stephanie Greeno out there, number 22. And here's Stacy Corey with the basketball, and off to Shannon Leland. She'll dump the ball down inside. There's the bump, and tell you what, nice job of creating space. That's a good job of creating space down there. Yeah, so Rosal will make the basket. I forgot to mark her coming in, but she's the first touch she has, and she'll make 2 points off it. And Rosal and the rest of the bench very deep. And look at Smith. Oh, everything but the drive. Then she got her own rebound. Everybody kind of stood there and watched it. Thompson, I'm waiting for her to heat up. Tara Pleasure is hot already. 2-pointer for Pleasure. Her foot was on the line, and it makes it 14-10 CSJ. 12:54 to go, and it's been a pretty fluid first half of play here. There's been no rust on either side for having that long break off the winner. And Greeno with the steal. Greeno turning the Jets on, and Greeno, yeah, she took it in, and she might be looking for a whistle, and that's going to be off from Vermont Tech, out of bounds off from Shannon Leland. Now we'll see what kind of play they want to run with Gennari Tompkins on the bench and looking not too comfortable. That's not a good sign to have Tompkins not feeling well after that bump. And then I don't know what the injury was. It was the lower back or what. And Thompson got it! I zoomed in because I knew she's going to get it. And that's a 3-ball for Thompson. And oh, if she gets on it, it's lights out. She gets streaking, can hit 4, 5, 6 of those in a row, and then when they come out to extend the defense on her, she'll ball fake and then drive by him. And with Tahara Pleasure came down a lot of arm, no call. They'll go down inside, kick the ball out on the wing. Shannon Leland, no good from the baseline. And on the far side, Stephanie Greeno, she's just been in the ballgame about a minute and a half, and I've called her name a lot already. She makes an impact as a freshman, like Carrie Smith does. Nice catch by Getty. Comes up top. Thompson with the catch, the fire, and no. She was off balance that time when she made the catch, and it showed in the shot. And well, Tompkins going to come back in the basketball game. She's going to replace Vicky Getty, and this is a good sign to see Tompkins back in there. Coming up on Sports Beat, we have been the coach, Coach Casarino, gave me a whole practice to interview his team, and that's a really interesting interview to get to listen to the players and get some of their views and takes on things. And Pleasure's going to pick up her second foul, I believe. 34 at Tahara Pleasure, 2 fouls now, 3 on the team.
Ball whistled on number 34, Tahara Pleasure.
And Richardson will take the ball out of bounds, Sarah Richardson. So yeah, Sports Beat's on Mondays at 4:30, Tuesdays at 5:30, and Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. And I don't think this will be on, this game on early enough, but I'll tell you right now that the boys CSJ, the men's CSJ game, our team is on Sports Beat, and that's Wakefield up, no good. Rebound will be dribbled back out by Richardson. She'll bring it up to Leland, go back down inside. Boy, Thompson with a mismatch defensively. They went right to it. She had a height disadvantage and jump ball. It's going to be black basketball. Russell will tie up Tompkins. And they're going to allow the subs to come in.
CSJ from Newberry, Vermont, number 5, Linda Clements. And from Amsterdam, New York, senior number 3.
Yeah, so first appearance of the season on Munger Vision for Linda Clements, number 5. Remember, she was out, she had knee surgery and missed most of the first semester, but she's out there for the second semester, and that's going to be out for Mark. And also Lori Lansbury checks in, and that's Michelle Thompson with the basketball. Landsberg, I'm sorry, Lori Landsberg. Hey, I've had the month off too, and that's going to be Greeno. No, front rim lock rebound, and that's okay. Yep. A little bumping and grinding and no call. We have a timeout taken by the Saints. So Coach Casarino calling timeout from the bench. He's got a 17-10 lead, and we're going to zoom in here on the Fighting Saints, and they're going to have a full timeout, so they'll sit down, and I'll read the roster to you for the Saints for the 2008 season here. Lori Landsberg is number 3, Linda Clements number 5, Irene Tompkins 11, Vicky Getty 21, Stephanie Greeno 22, Michelle Thompson 23, Erica Race 25, Carrie Smith 32, and Tahara Pleasure 34. And again, stay tuned for the post-game show of the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. We'll present them with their game shirt and get a few words in with them. And then at a later date, we'll have the men's game against Vermont Technical College on PEGTV Channel 15. And again, Tom Lapel, the program director at Channel 15, wants me to remind you that he starts playing games of the week every Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes he just lets it go all through the night, and they just keep replaying, recycling. So games of the week start at 4 o'clock Saturdays. Plus, you can catch the sports action by just going to the website, PEGTV.com, looking at the schedule and seeing what weekday nights and weekdays that the games are on. So that's CSJ's first timeout taken. They have the lead, and they played pretty darn well, actually. And Tompkins, you can see her coming out there back into the basketball game. I'm not really sure the nature of what the injury was, if it's hampering her, but good to see her on the court. And you'll have Clement take the ball out of bounds. That's Clements. I always had to look down and see if it's an S or not. Like I said, she didn't play in the first semester here. She had surgery on her knee, she had her knee worked on. And it'll be interesting to see how her game is after a little layoff and she traveled. Yeah, that was a good call. And Tompkins, she got good position, but she couldn't sell the ball fake to the roll to the baseline, and that's what kept Wakefield in position, and that just threw the whole play off for Tompkins. Better, in hindsight, she might have kicked the ball back out. Stacy Corey with the dribble, gets it off on this side, and that's going to be Huizinga back in the basketball game. She started for VTC and played quite a few minutes, then took a break, and Russell will roll to the hole, put it on the floor, and slapped out of her hands by Thompson, saved by Tompkins. And that's quite the dynamic duo, Tompkins 11, and Thompson 23. Again, good stuff to get down here to the St. Joe's College of St. Joseph's, and watch the men's and women's basketball programs. Boy, what a pass inside. Then Thompson guarded well on that perimeter, and then we'll get the shot off. And Greeno, nope, got a little impatient, took the shot, and then she ran in to jam the ball, but it's still able to get down the floor. Oh, Stacy Corey will curl away as Landsberg got down there and took away the layup opportunity. Boy, and again, after the opening shot by Wakefield, she's really not looked for a shot down low. She had the ball in a good position, and you would think she could have shot over the top of Tompkins with that height advantage. Richardson at the scorer's table getting set to check in for VTC. I'd like to thank Mark Benetatis, the athletic director here at CSJ, not only for being the Whitebridge Realty sponsor who donates the game shirts, the player of the game shirts, but also for taking good care of me with rosters and practice times and game times and staging to shoot from, and really just accommodating whatever I need. And I love coming down here. I'm here because Mark Benetatis asked me to come back, and I'll tell you what, it's been a nice season to be here. And an offensive rebound, they'll dump it down inside the Russell. She'll put it on the floor, turn fire, no. Rebound, Tompkins, inside position, just knows how to use her body so well. Got inside of Wakefield, and here comes Greeno. Long pass up front to Clements. Clements puts it on the floor, and might have go away with some baby steps here. Comes back to Tompkins. Yeah, she killed the dribble way far outside. There's the touch up now. Stephanie Greeno with 8:45 to go in the first half of play. To Landsberg. To Tompkins off her hands. That was a high, hard pass to handle. I believe it's going to be White basketball. Huizinga might have actually touched the last. Now Richardson coming back in the ballgame, number 10 for Vermont Technical College. That'll be, they want Thompson to go over to the side corner more, and that's where she shall be. Yeah, they're going to check the shot clock. It's at 27 they want the clock set at. Or actually 7, I'm sorry. So 7 seconds on the shot clock. Okay, so 7 seconds, plenty of time here. No need to panic to get a quality shot off. So Thompson had a little communications with her teammates, and they'll lob it to Greeno. She'll make the catch. Blocked out of there. Nice block by Wakefield as she just had good position. She stayed straight up in the air also. That's Wakefield with the ball down inside. Foul, count the basket. Oh, you talk about muscle and a shot up. Number 20 out there, Russell, Catherine Russell. Got it up and in, and at the line for the and one. Makes it 17-12. Raish will be coming back in the basketball game. And she'll be giving Thompson her first breather of the ball game. So Raish 25 with 4 points back in the contest. And no, I'll be off the mark. Raish had it. Tompkins took it away from her. And yeah, they're going to reset the shot clock here as they had an inadvertent buzzer. It's Garrett Brewer running the shot clock. Yes, we're going to have a timeout taken by CSJ with 8:21 to go in the first half of play. They're up 17-12 over Vermont Technical College on Munger Vision. Timeout of the first half taken by Coach Casarino, CSJ. Landsberg in the backcourt with Greeno. 5-point lead for CSJ. Nobody in any foul trouble, really. It's 4 team fouls on CSJ. 2 of those belong to Tahara Pleasure, and I think she's probably sitting for, as long as the game stays like it is right now, she might sit until halftime. So she's in good shape, actually, and the team's in good shape. Tompkins will wheel, kick it back out. Clements passed up the shot. Landsberg passed up the shot, and Raish will be long and strong, and Clements got in there and tipped the ball out of bounds, able to crash in on the boards, not control it, and we'll have Huizinga bring the ball into play, number 14, and she's going to have Richardson in the backcourt with her. CSJ yet to show any pressure in the backcourt, and they'll pick their spots. They're a team that can press. They just pick their spots. Richardson. And you see Russell outside the Wakefield, and that's from way outside. She used her height advantage to shoot over her defender, but unfortunately she was 20 feet from the bucket. And Tompkins got her up in the air and got it blocked. Comes right down to Clements. I like it though, because a lot of times you get the foul called down inside. Long shot, long rebound, foul on Greeno. 22, yeah, Greeno will pick up the foul. That'll be the team's 5th. 7:28 to go in the first half. And again, you can catch a lot more CSJ men's and women's basketball action on Munger Vision Channel 15 Sports. They have a jammed up mid to late January schedule coming into February, and really watch college basketball right in your backyard. Get down here and take a look at it, and that'll be a pass out of bounds on the baseline. And now we're going to see some press in the back court, and that's Huizinga. And Clements, and she'll get the ball to Tompkins, and Tompkins will go back to Clements, and Clements with the dribble will bring it back to the middle of the floor, and then a little bounce pass on this side to Greeno, and yeah, that's a good job of not letting the trap engulf her. Greeno started the season off playing well, but she's just gotten better, and Ray should be off the mark with the 3 ball, and that's her forte, that's her specialty, to hit that 3-point shot. She's got 1 perimeter shot, it's for 2 points, so actually it's just inches shy of being a 3-point shot, and Shannon Leland on the kickback. That shot will go up and go in. 17-14, lead down to 3. And Shannon Leland with the basket. And at the scores table, whole bunch of Saints. Pleasure is coming back in the ball game. She's at the scores table along with Thompson and then Vicky Getty. Greeno being patient. Looking at that 2-3 zone. That's really what happened. They went to a 2-3 zone and it really kind of made the offense work harder. Brought it to a grind. Clements up. Oh, she didn't get the finish. Linda Clements. Right there on the blocks. Got the offensive rebound and just didn't finish it off. And for most of the time, the CSJ players are finishers. Rebound will come down and Tompkins will just turn to the inside and have an open court. And now she'll just clear the traffic. Let everybody get by her and give the ball off to Stephanie Greeno. Like I said, played her high school ball just down the road here at Otter Valley Union High School. Raish presents a tough matchup. She's got good height on the perimeter. Landsberg got it from the outside. 3-pointer for Landsberg. 20-14 on that, and that puts the lead back to 6. And again, they get scoring from everybody that comes to the ball game. That's why I said they're a very hard team to come up with a game plan against, or a key matchup to try to isolate and eliminate for them, because everybody's so good offensively, or has confidence offensively. Oh, travel. Good job. Stephanie Greeno with the reach inside on Wakefield, knocked the ball away on the dribble. Oh, and I missed Carrie Smith. Carrie Smith coming in the basketball game also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Raish is the only player that stays on the floor for that last sequence of action. Tompkins is out. Thompson's in there, 23. Pleasure, 34. Getty, 21. Smith, 32. And Raish, 25. And that's the 5 Saints on the floor. CSJ basketball brought to you by Munger Vision and White Birch Realty. And bring the ball outside to Pleasure. And again, there's a better crowd here. They're getting better crowds here. But I want to see that whole side packed full of people, hollering and whooping it up and enjoying themselves. It's a family atmosphere. Bring your children, bring your aunts, your uncles, your moms, your dads, your grandmoms, whatever. Come to the front door, and if you tell them you watch CSJ basketball on PEGTV, adults only pay half price. 3-pointer. Raish now with 7 points in the ball game. The lead back to 9, 23-14. And Richardson got sealed off on the baseline by Getty, and that shot from the perimeter again by Wakefield. And it's hard to understand. That's going to be a foul on Getty. She didn't know the pass was coming. And on the iron, it's going to be Vicky Getty's first foul, and only the team's 6th. The ball will go out of bounds, and that will be Carpenter. Carpenter in the game, Chelsea Carpenter. Right in front of the scorers table, bringing the ball into play to Richardson. And Richardson, I started talking about Wakefield, number 3, not really taking advantage of her position. She's playing outside, and right there's where she belongs, down even lower. And she took the shot, hurry her up, no good, rebound Getty, and she'll protect the basketball. And a couple of chances, none of them drop, and they'll stay at a 9-point deficit. Pleasure in the front court to Raish. She's feeling it, and she is feeling it. 9 points for Raish, and she's been a go-to player. She just does it so quietly a lot of times that you don't realize. Just at the end of the night, you look at the scoring column, you're like, wow. It didn't seem it. She's so quiet about it. Good team player, real good team player. 25-14, 11-point lead. Thompson trying to add to it with a 3-ball, no. And that'll be tipped around and controlled by Carpenter. She'll twist and turn and keep the ball from being tied up. And VTC trying to find that little run they had them in earlier. They're trying to find what worked in that run and again, see if they can get some points tucked in there. It's 3:44 to go in a half. Ball down in low. Carpenter, a little jump hook, got it. Tell you what, she's playing like a post-up player. She probably is about 5'4", 5'5" out there, and she's down in the paint where Wakefield should be. Yeah, they've gotten to a different look. They've brought Shannon Leland at the top of the zone. That's a 1-2-2. You don't see that very often. Pleasure will be blocking foul. They're looking, don't travel. I'll tell you, there's a long exchange of looks between the two officials. I think they're going to have a difference in calls, but they kind of got stared down, and they will go with the travel call. So Stacy Corey, number 12, coming in for VTC, along with number 4, Kristen Lundy. And I know there's another body out there. I just didn't catch the switch on it. So Stacy Corey, like I said, played for Carl Serrani at West Rutland. She's going to get a lot of playing time in here in this first half, as she has been off the bench a couple different times and ran the point when she's come in. And Lundy with the ball, will dump it down inside, and Wakefield will turn and got it. Actually, that was Rossell that got the shot to drop. Nice. And again, Rossell posting up. Nice job by Rossell, 25-18, 2:52 to go. And the reason I love the shot clock, and I'm an advocate of it for the high school ball in Vermont, and Carrie Smith with the basket, is it just keeps the tempo of the game being fluid here, because they have 30 seconds to get the ball up and down and get shots off. And I just, if you're playing high school ball in Vermont and you're going to play college ball, or that's your aspiration, you're going to have to deal with the shot clock then. Why not be used to it already and have it in the high school level? Carrie Smith can't get the second attempt to go. Vicky Getty will get the rebound up and muscle it in. Getty with the muscle on the board makes it 29-18. CSJ with the lead. And one thing that's coming up this Sunday's game, I know we're tape delayed, but when I have the game Sunday, you're going to have the Christ the King 5th grade boys basketball team be a guest here at CSJ. And you can have any of your youth basketball teams. Just give Mark Benentoff a call down at CSJ, the athletic director. And, oh, they'd love to have you come in. It's a treat. You just walk through the door and you're their gifts. You get a good seat and you come in as a team function and you watch college basketball. And again, it can be a Rutland Rec team. It can be a Barstow team. I mean, you know, Honor Valley team, a high school team, wherever you want. We want this to become a community event to get down here to CSJ and watch basketball. And that's going to be out the hands of Rossell. She'll save it deep in the corner, and Vicky Getty sealed her off. And Lundy had the ball slapped out of her hands to come back to Corey, and she's going to try a 3-ball. Nope, little off the mark, and she can hit those. She hit a lot of them at West Rutland. Here comes Thompson with 1:28 to go in the first half. 26 seconds to go on the shot clock. And Tahara Pleasure, she was shooting the ball well early, Pleasure was. Then she picked up her second ball and set for quite a while, and she hasn't quite got involved in the offense again until that drive. Now she's involved. Yeah, she's involved now. 31-18 with 67 seconds to go in the first half. You can see Corey got the ball down into Rossell. She'll fade. She's got that little fadeaway jump shot. This time it doesn't drop. And Thompson dribbles into a trap, takes a bump, creates some space, gets the ball to Getty. 26 on the shot clock. Tahara Pleasure will cross over the timeline, go and curl back now, and she'll work between circles. Again, she is the point guard, and she's looking at that zone defense. To Smith, found the open spot on the floor, and no, it'll hit the rim and spin out on her, and it'll be last touched by Rossell, number 20 of VTC. The ball will come over to CSJ, and that's a lot of an alphabet soup right there in the names of the teams, but it's Vermont Technical College in the green taking on St. Joe's College of St. Joseph's, and they'll come up to Tahara Pleasure, and she'll pass up. The 3-ball come off the race. She'll take the shot, and she is still hot. 2-pointer, but she's in double figures now with 11 points unofficially. And again, don't forget in the post-game show, we'll have the White Birch Realty player of the game. And Stacy Corey trying to lob the ball down inside to Rossell, put a little too much air underneath it. Actually, nobody rotated to the ball. The pass, I think, would have been right there, but nobody went to the spot on the floor. 17.2 seconds to go, and the shot clock is off, and Carrie Smith will look at some pressure in the back court. And 17-2 is plenty of time to have a million things happen here, so that won't be a problem. Pleasure with the crossover twice, Pleasure with the crossover 3 times, and she's going to grab the basketball, give it to Raish. Raish up, Raish no, front rimmed it. Battle on the boards, and what a good half of basketball. CSJ will have a 33-18 lead over VTC on the half on Munger Vision. And it's going to be Vermont Technical College, those black uniforms for the basketball. And they're going to have Richardson take the ball out of bounds. Huizinga will be in the backcourt. That's Raish with 11 points, number 25 there defensively for the Saints. Leland got the ball down to Purrier. They'll come back up to Wakefield, and she'll front rim. And again, she's playing a little further out, and I think she should be in. They got to get the shot clock. Yeah, they're going to reset the shot clock. Yeah, it'll be Thompson in the backcourt. The deal with Tompkins, I asked Coach, or asked, well, he's always coached me, Benetanis, the athletic director, and she's sick. illness. So yeah, what they're going to do is hold the clock for about a second, then start to play. Greeno gets the ball to Thompson, and Thompson really didn't find her stroke out there on that three-point shot. I expect her to heat up here in the second half of play. They'll hand the ball off to Raish, and she got stripped coming through the paint. Leland was there to get the basketball, but taken right back by Greeno, up and got the finish. Just a Raish on a Fisher with 13 points. Yeah, they're going to work on the shot clock and get us a 30-second shot clock on women's college basketball, 35-second clock in the men's game, and we'll give it a go. And the Saints coming out, and this time, first time in the ballgame actually, we're going to see pressure. They're going to have a new wrinkle here to start the second half off, and we saw pressure, but it's pressure, and it could just be trying to put the game not away this early, but really trying to put the hurt on them. And ooh, going to have a foul called. Raish will pick up the foul, and the ball will go out of bounds to Richardson. So Richardson looking to get the ball in bounds on that box formation. They'll roll Huizinga out in the corner, and now the only option is to come up top, and picked off by Tahara Pleasure. And Pleasure with a 3-on-1 will go ahead to Thompson. She'll put it on the floor once, stuck right to the defender, and missed the shot. Rossel with the basketball, and she'll hand it off, and there's going to be a foul on Greeno. Number 22 will pick up the foul. I believe that's going to be 2 on Stephanie.
Number 22, Stephanie Greeno.
Yeah, when Tompkins not feeling well, it's very important for the Saints to watch the foul trouble. Even with Clements back from a knee injury, oh, that should be, oh, wow, it's close to being white basketball. Shannon Leland will take the ball out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table, number 22 for Vermont Technical College. Purrier came back to meet the pass, and that was ahead, and Greeno tipped it to her teammate Getty. Now Greeno looks like she's going to run the point. Pleasure on the court, but Greeno with the basketball. That'll be a pass well into the front court, and they'll dump it down to Thompson. She'll reverse, and oh, she's trying everything to find some shots to drop for here. Is Thompson, usually one of their offensive juggernauts out there, just having a cold night. And Huizinga, good effort, just ran out of the court, and she'll go out of bounds, and the ball will belong to CSJ. Now Tahara Pleasure, number 34 with the basketball in the backcourt. She'll run the point this trip down, and as she gets set, you can see Pleasure will just allow the ball down to Getty. Getty hands the ball back to Pleasure, and boy, she got tied up, fouled. 2 shots coming up for Tahara Pleasure, and I believe Huizinga, yeah, 14. Huizinga will pick up the foul, and I believe her third.
14, Teresa Huizinga, going to the line, shooting for the Fighting Saints.
Yeah, so Tahara Pleasure at the line, and it's going to be the first team foul on the Green Knights of the second half, and it stops the clock with 8:22 to go, and the shot will not drop in there for Tahara Pleasure. 35-18, the Fighting Saints with the lead on their home court in the first game back after the second semester started. And here comes Stacy Corey, and she'll replace Huizinga, because I do believe that's 3 on Huizinga, even though the board hasn't posted it. And the second shot up by Pleasure will be good. Wakefield will turn, and Shannon Leland will fire over the top of an on-charging Greeno and get the ball to Stacy Corey. And Corey, yeah, she got sealed off on that pass. Came back, Shannon Leland, those long arms, makes the grab, and she'll throw the ball away, going baseline to Richardson. And she turned to the coach and said, "I know it." Right now, Greeno has got to come back and bring the ball into play, and she will get set, and there's toss into Pleasure, and Stacy Corey, oh, not quite the midcourt. She won't have full court press, but she'll pick up near the midcourt stripe. Swings the ball out to Getty, and Getty looks down inside. She stands at the arc, and Thompson got it up, and no, she'll be off the front of the rim. The rebound on the floor, picked up by Raish, takes a bump, clears off space out, and got it! Raish unofficially with 15 points in the basketball game, and that's going to come over to Stacy Corey as they throw the top of Greeno, and then Greeno will angle over towards Shannon Leland. The shot will be no. Rebound, Thompson down inside, getting the dirty work done. Thompson will turn and lose the basketball, and Getty will lose her balance, and Purrier will get the basket. Yeah, a couple Saints hit the deck, and that opened the court up, and that'll make it a 38-20 basketball game. And you talk about rifling a pass, they'll get it off to Ray. She's had the hot hand offensively here for CSJ with 15 points. Pleasure from the free throw line gets it. It gently rattled in. 40-20, the lead's up to 20. And you can hear the talking on the court defensively by CSJ's Wakefield right there with Getty, and the cut to the basket. They just let the shot short. Thompson with yet another defensive rebound, and Thompson's going to bring it up the court herself this time and get it to Raish. Raish passes up the shot, goes into Getty all alone and got it. She was alone on the blocks and took her a second to realize that nobody in a black jersey was around her, and she'll just kiss it off the glass and in. 42-20. No, she didn't clear it. That's just a breakdown mentally right there, and it's going to be a backcourt violation, and we'll have Greeno take the ball out of bounds. You can see the guy behind her, the good-looking guy. That's Doc Benatas, the athletic director here at CSJ. He also is the White Birch Realty donator who created the Players of the Game shirt. 17 for Raish now. And so stay tuned after the conclusion of the basketball game. We'll present the post-game show, the Player of the Game, the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. 44-20, so with Tompkins on the bench ill, the Saints just, again, have so many different weapons. That'll be short, and it'll be saved. No, it'll be tipped out of bounds by Shannon Leland, and the ball will go over now to CSJ. And Greeno getting a lot of playing time in tonight. Her and Pleasure are the backcourt for the Fighting Saints, and they'll peel back, no pressure, and shoot to hard Pleasure against that zone defense. Will find Thompson, and she's going to bomb away till she gets it. She's got 1 3-pointer tonight. Greeno with a catch will come up way short, picked up by Getty, and she was fouled. Yeah, she got up there and got fouled, and Vicky Getty, 1,000-point scorer here at CSJ, will be heading to the line. Wakefield will pick up the foul.
Shooting 2 for CSJ, Rutland, Vermont's number 21, Vicky Getty.
And we got a switch. Greeno coming out of the rebounding area, and they're going to bring Tahara Pleasure down inside. So it'll be Raish and Pleasure down on the box, and Getty will be good from the line. And Thompson and Greeno, and that's the final pieces of the 5 on the floor for the CSJ Saints right now. 15:56 to go in the second half of action. And the Saints will get it. Well, that's a home run. 46-20, lead at 26, largest lead of the basketball game for CSJ. And Shannon Leland waits for the trailer to come down into play. As Richardson to Corey to the basket. Corey with the rebound and fouled. Nice job of following up her own shot. West Rutland Stacy Corey.
Always allowed number 22, Stephanie Greeno.
She's part of that championship squad down at West Rutland
VTC. This number 12, Stacy
High School, and good to see her playing college ball. Continuing on after she graduated from West Rutland, and that shot will be off the mark as Stacy Corey will not get the second shot, and the rebound just hit the floor and stayed there, and Thompson just had to stay her ground and pick up the basketball, and she'll literally just hand it off to Pleasure. Easy pass in the front court for Pleasure, and now she's directing some traffic. She wants Greeno to come off on this weak side. Raish open. Raish, no, a rare miss for Raish tonight. And the ball on the floor will be picked up at the last second by Shannon Leland to Wakefield. And Wakefield's going to bring it up the floor herself, being bothered by Greeno. And that's why you have point guards. That's why post players shouldn't bring the ball down. Thompson up, too hard. She might have been looking for a whistle, and she just came off the glass too hard. Richardson back against Pleasure, and Pleasure with the 2 fouls will angle her away, swatted the ball, and got a piece of it. You talk about timing it just right. Pleasure made a tremendous play defensively for CSJ. See her accelerate through the hole. Almost would have been better after finish the drive. Raish got that one rejected, comes down to Getty. Shot clock still ticking. Getty will get the basket. Again, CSJ just everything working for him right now. 48-20. CSJ will have a couple days off to be back in action Sunday, and I'll have that game for you. I know I'm taped late, but you can look forward to that game. That's going to be blocked out of bounds by Thompson. She's stuck in from behind and slapped the ball away from Purrier. And Rossell coming in. So Rossell, number 20, will replace Wakefield, number 3, for Vermont Technical College. And then Landsberg, number 3 for CSJ. Clements, number 5, and Carrie Smith, 32, coming in for CSJ. As Pleasure, Raish, and Greeno all the basketball game for the Fighting Saints. And Tompkins probably won't play again tonight. Again, battling an illness, and that shot will sit on the rim and not go. Getty just came flying in from the top of the key, and Getty's going to twist, and she's going to get out of the pack herself. She'll break the ball over the timeline, hand it off to Clements. And Clements missed the first semester, had knee surgery, and trying to get herself back into basketball shape out there, and maybe not so much shape it is get the game aspect of it back down. She'll take the shot, and Getty had the rebound, lost it. Leland will pick it up, and Leland up ahead to Corey, and C. Clements got back in position defensively, took away the baseline. That comes to Rossell. She'll dump it down inside, up, and partially blocked from behind. The ball will be tipped out to Leland. She'll wheel to the top of the arc. Leland keeping the dribble alive. We'll dump it down inside. This is Rossell. Turns fouled. And the basket. Oh, Rossell able to get in there, get the bucket, going to the line for the and one, and that'll make it 48-22. CSJ have the lead, and the clock will stop with 13:48.
Ball whistled on number 3, Lori Landsberg.
So Landsberg will pick up the foul.
The basket by Katie Rossell is good. Katie,
That's the first foul on Landsberg. Now you see Thompson got the rebound. Thompson's starting to rack up the rebound. She's at 5 rebounds right now, so she's not getting her shots to drop, but she's doing everything else on the floor, playing defense, the assist, the rebounding. And she'll come off to Carrie Smith. Smith, no. And Getty reached over the top, knocked the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be VTC basketball. Yeah, so they're going to pull back any type of pressure in the back court, and Stacy Corey, with 13:32 to go on the clock, will bring the basketball up pretty unimpeded all the way to the front court, and that's where Clements will pick her up. Nice catch by Leland, passed up the shot, goes down to Purrier, and she traveled. Yeah, she got backpedaling, and all it took was a little bump from Getty, and that finished the deal off. It became a travel, and a turnover, and the basketball belongs to CSJ. Don't forget the Saturday afternoon 4 o'clock start time for all the games of the week on Channel 15. Thompson, nope. Look at Clements inside, hit the bottom of the backboard, and was slapped out of bounds, and it'll become Saints basketball. Last touch by, I believe, Richardson of VTC, and Carrie Smith will bring the basketball in, and got it to Getty, and Clements back to Smith. She'll go baseline. See how she just twists and turns and knifes and gets open, and she didn't make the shot, but gave me something to talk about, so we'll have Stacy Corey. Again, getting a lot of playing time in. She's a freshman at Vermont Technical College. The Green Knights working against Clements, and Clements, yeah, did a nice job of getting down low defensively, and then the shot no good, and Thompson had a hand on it, had a slap out of hands by Purrier, and Carpenter, Chelsea Carpenter, coming back in the basketball game for VTC. Okay, we got a timeout called. Didn't see it happen either, so we have a timeout called by Vermont Technical College. It's a full timeout. I will get through the CSJ roster for this second half for you and let them get seated in the position they're going to sit in. Okay, I'll tell you real quickly that Lori Landsberg wears number 3, Linda Clements is number 5, Irene Tompkins is 11, Vicki Getty wears 21, Stephanie Greeno is 22, Michelle Thompson 23, Erica Raish 25, Carrie Smith 32, and Tahara Pleasure wears 34. Jason Casarino and Jeff Casarino are the coaching staff for CSJ. Court matchup of 32, the freshman Smith and the sophomore Clements, and Clements looks like she's going to get some work at the point. This is probably a good deal with a 26-point lead, and she's coming off, I don't want to say the word rusty, but she's got to get her instincts back and working right, and this is a good game for her to do it on. She'll go to the floor and didn't get it. Smith will pick it up, keep the dribble alive, muscle her way inside. Her kick-out pass is tipped. Carpenter will get the basketball. Shannon Leland, who's looked good out there, number 22 for VTC, with the basketball. Gets the ball down to Carpenter inside. Purrier up, and Purrier up again, and Purrier got it. Nice job by Purrier, just sticking with it. Just sometimes that's all it takes. It's just good old elbow grease, hard work, and should make it 48-24 with just 11:57 to go in the basketball game. Again, post-game show is the White Birch Realty player of the game. Thompson with the leap and the catch. We'll come back to Landsberg. Landsberg's got a 3-pointer today, so they really got to be aware of where she is on that perimeter. Get a nice crisp passing around the outside. The gap wasn't quite there. Getty retrieved the ball, front rimmed it hard. Shot clock was running out. That's why she had to take the awkward fall-away shot like that, fadeaway shot, and Shannon Leland to Purrier, and boy, she had it down below the free throw line on the blocks, didn't take the shot, kicked it back out. That was definitely tipped this time, and Thompson, very versatile. Thompson can play the point. She does. She'll bring it down, and no. Again, she's sticking with it. She's a shooter, and she'll try to shoot herself into a rhythm here, but not one of her better nights as far as percentages from the free throw, from the field goal range here, from the floor. There we go. I know if I searched long enough, I could find a word. A good defense by Carrie Smith, and then she'll pressure the ball. Yeah, and they'll snap the pass out, and that's going to be tipped by Thompson. Thompson tipped it twice. Thompson just wonderful to watch. On the break, rides up, gets the foul, and going to the line. Tell you what, that was some hard work. What Thompson's upset with right there, she didn't get the finish again, but she'll get the 2 free throws. And that'll stop the clock with 10:53 to go, and Thompson at the line.
22, Shannon Leland. Going to the line, shooting for CSJ is Plymouth, New Hampshire's Michelle Thompson.
Michelle Thompson will get a couple here as getting us a 24-point lead for CSJ. We got a 25-point lead at 49-24, and coming in now will be Eliza Wakefield. So Wakefield will come into the basketball game and she'll replace Purrier. So Wakefield who got the first basket of the ball game for VTC. Looked like she's going to be a low post threat. Really kind of just kept stepping out further and further from the blocks. Had never really materialized as far as being a big point producer. And Stacy Corey dribbled the ball on the sideline out of bounds, and CSJ will take over the basketball. They'll retrieve it. That's Carrie Smith getting a handle on it. And Thompson right there, number 23, and she'll bring it into play to Clements. And again, Clements is going to see a lot of playing time tonight, and that's going to be a good thing for her. Get her ready for the postseason. Again, that zone defense being played right now, and you shouldn't be allowed. The whole object of that zone is not to let that easy penetration like what Smith just had. Stacy Corey will come back to get the basketball. They left Rossell in the backcourt kind of hanging there, and she killed the dribble and needed some help, and Corey came back and made sure everything was okay. Fade and foul, and almost got the shot dropped. Vicky Getty's going to pick up the foul, and 2 shots coming up for Wakefield. And you see the call to push. And yeah, so Wakefield got it down low that time and did a nice job posting up. And
VTC is number 3, Eliza Wakefield.
And she will not get the first shot to drop. Stays at 49-24. She kind of rushed that one. And she'll get a second chance to try to salvage the second shot. And she'll get it. That one was perfect. Yeah, so Clements, again, no pressure in the backcourt, and VTC, at one point in the ballgame, did show some pressure in the backcourt. Had no success with it. They pulled the ball back out. Landsberg, no good. She's got 1 3-pointer, and that one just kind of fell off her hand to the left side. But again, good game to fire away and kind of zero in on your range. And I believe last touch by Clements, she tried to, it's your instinct to duck out away of a projectile coming at you like that. And Raish will be checking back into the basketball game for CSJ, and yeah, they're going to hold up and let her come back in the ballgame. So Raish is going to come in for Getty for CSJ. So Vicky Getty will sit down, and Raish, like I said, unofficially I have her at 17 points, but I'm unofficial. Stacy Corey to Carpenter, shot blocked. That was Landsberg that got the shot blocked, kept the ball in play. It came down to Smith, and Smith quickly into the front court. Smith to Thompson, and Thompson can be kind of bossy out there, directing some traffic, and wants Clements to come back to get the basketball. That's a defensive kick. Now, the difference in that and high school ball is the offense actually gets a break here because they'll set the shot clock. Well, they should reset the shot clock. Nope, it goes to 18 seconds. I thought on the defensive kick they reset the shot clock. Oh, Clements got kind of caught between a pass and a no pass and got away with it, and Thompson turned into a lot of traffic. Raish will put it up, and it'll be off the back of the rim. There are 2 seconds on the shot clock, and Clements came flying through the paint, and Carpenter picked up the foul number 1 for VTC. No shots yet. That's only the 4th team foul. First foul on Carpenter. And they want Smith to slide over. She obliges, gets it to Raish, and boy, Clements, I don't know about her. She told me she wasn't a 3-point shooter from the perimeter shooter. She liked to slash to the basket, and that's why she didn't take that open shot. Smith, well, a little running hook shot, and Smith will follow. Look at that. Took the ball away, made the basket. Smith with the miss, the follow-up, and again, 3 black jerseys around her, and she just out-hustled them to the basketball. That's Heisinga and Richardson at the scores table for VTC, getting set to check in the ball game. And as Carpenter, nope, couldn't seal the deal. Gets the rebound back, couldn't do it again. She's got another chance and dribbled off her foot out of bounds. Carpenter with a rough trip that time down the floor.
VTC, number 10, Sarah Richardson.
And Purrier also coming in, number 30 now.
And number
Yeah, so a lot of new bodies in there for VTC, and yeah, if they're going to put a run together, they're down 26 right now, and they have 8:49 to do so. Clements to Landsberg, and they'll go in the corner to Smith. Smith with that zone slid over on her, and it takes the shot and got it, Smith. And this has been the type of team you'll get to see from CSJ. Everybody contributes, everybody takes their shots, everybody at different points becomes the hot shooter, and Smith has put together a couple baskets now in the last few moments, and Leland will dump the ball down to Wakefield, and she'll just go down lower on the blocks to prayer to Huizinga, and no. And what I don't understand about VTC is they're getting the ball in down low and then kicking it back outside. They're passing up a higher percentage shot, or a shot where you might be able to get fouled to go to the line on, and they're trading off for a shot coming from the outside. And again, they've got a couple players with some height, most noticeably Wakefield and Russell. And boy, got a multitude of calls. Oh, they're going to give Greeno the foul.
Also number 22, Stephanie Greeno.
Well, I got to tell you, they could have chosen a lot of different things there, but I wasn't going to come up with that one as an option. But it's irrelevant what I'm going to come up with, and ball will come up top, and Wakefield to Shannon Leland. She'll fade fire, leave it on the front of the rim. Rebound will be taken out of there by Vicky Getting. You can see what she did smart. She didn't wait for a whistle for a jump ball. She just ripped the ball out of hands of Huizinga. And Tahara Pleasure has come back into the basketball game. We're 34, and she wastes no time getting back into the shooting mode. And that'll be saved by Greeno, and nice to Smith. Good job by Greeno to Smith to Getty. And she'll come back to Tahara Pleasure. 3 ball, no. Oh, you know that old saying, halfway down and pop back out? Well, that was about 3/8 down and pop back out. Shannon Leland for a 6-footer, got it. Nice job. Nice job that time of getting the ball down the floor. Not letting the defense get there and dictate where and how you were going to play. They just got the little, not an easy shot. There is no such thing as an easy shot, but they took a higher percentage shot. Raish, nope. Look at that offensive rebound. Carrie Smith has come in the basketball game. She's hit from the outside. She's slashed to the basket. She's made some steals. And now she's getting on the boards. Yeah, she's only a freshman, so I said, good-looking freshman player out there. A lot of different skills. Multitasker she is. Yeah, you don't see that very often. That'll drop, so yeah. They had one shot taken away, so it makes it 54-27. Saints up by 28-27, Jerry, 27. That's at Rutland High School Education. And that's going to be slapped out of the hands, and it should say black basketball. Pleasure touched it last. Richardson will stay on the sideline. Yeah, I didn't know where she's going. She wants to go down in the corner. That's where they wanted to throw the ball in the blade. Number 10, Richardson. Wakefield. Tell ya, I don't understand her hesitancy down on the paint, but there's a foul called on 14. Well, 15. I still don't see a 15 on the court. There they go. It's on Raish. Okay. Okay, so they're going to send Purrier to the line. It's the 1-and-1, and that's going to be the, I believe, just 2 fouls on Raish tonight. Now what happens, Getty got in there. There's a violation. She got in the paint before the ball hit the rim, and that's what the official's talking to her about, and so they'll get the shot over again, and still the 1-and-1. So Purrier will step back to the line. See if she can capitalize on this second opportunity. She does. So she'll get the second shot now because it's a 1-and-1, and she'll make it 54-28. And Purrier. Okay, now Purrier stepped over the line. So we had a lot of stuff happen on a free throw. That a 1-and-1 can turn into 4 different shots, a couple different violations, and in the end, that's all said and done. They only got a point out of the deal. It's going to be Getty. They'll kick the ball out. And, boy, Smith made a good decision. The defense really rotated around on her out there. And Greeno will shoot, and Greeno will not get it. And that's going to be a high, long rebound. That's tipped around and controlled by Tahara Pleasure. She'll chase it down. Go to Raish. Raish on the baseline. No. I'll tell you, VTC, even though they're way down, they've had some chances to trim the lead, and they just really haven't done much offensively. They've had some turnovers, and going to have a foul. Late whistle, too. Wakefield's going to get the foul called on Getty. So Wakefield back at the line, and out there on the floor right now for CSJ is Raish 25, Greeno 22, Smith 32, Getty 21, and Pleasure 34. And there you go, made basket. 54-29. Nope, that'll be front rim. Purrier right back up with it, and nope. Purrier might have rushed it. Purrier got it back, bumped, and got it. Purrier with a nice job that time down the floor. 54-31. And Pleasure taking over the point duty will call to Greeno, but they'll swing the ball off to Raish, and Raish will bring it back to Pleasure, and this is a 3-ball, and that's going to be no good. The rebound will come right out to Greeno, and she'll just push the ball down inside and kicks it back out to Smith. No good. Another rebound by Raish, gets it to Getty, and she lost the handle because she got fouled. On the floor, no shots, only the 16th foul. That's Richardson called for the foul.
Number 10, Sarah Richardson.
Yeah, so the next foul committed by VTC will be the one-on-one situation, at least the one-on-one for CSJ. Smith with the catch, and she wants to go down into the block. She gets it to Ray. She plays toss and catch, comes back to Pleasure, and she can't get the bounce to drop her away. And that's going to be up and out by Wakefield, and she'll go to Huizinga. And Huizinga, some acceleration in the front court. Go to Richardson, and right at the free throw line, they got the ball to Purrier. She got hammered from behind. Yeah. So tell you what, VTC can. They got 5:22 to go, and they've got 9 fouls now on CSJ. It's 54-31. I know it's quite a spread, but they keep getting these free throws that stops the clock, and you got to convert them too. But I mean, gives you a chance to kind of stay in the ball game.
Checking in for VTC, number 12, Stacy Corey.
Huizinga coming out. They're going to bring Stacy Corey back in, number 12 for Vermont Technical College. And she got it.
Jenny Purrier.
That's a Purrier able to really, well, in the last 5-6 minutes, she's become one of their main offensive weapons for VTC. And it's going to be Greeno with the ball, and they'll get it off to Smith. Smith on this side will swing the pass all the way back over to Pleasure. And that's Pleasure with the basketball right now. She'll penetrate, free throw line up, and no. Set on the rim through the rebound off. They'll go ahead to Shannon Leland, to Purrier, and Pleasure will save it right back to Purrier. She'll go across court, and there's the slice to the basket. Can't get the finish. Rebound controlled by Vicky Getty. Nice job by Getty, because she was surrounded by a lot of different VTC players, and she's got that great hand-eye coordination, and she's able to just snatch the ball out of that crowd. And Greeno will come over to Pleasure, and she'll go down to Getty, and they'll look. Oh, she put it down low, and they were very fortunate to get the basketball back, and that's going to be Pleasure for the basket. 3-pointer for Tahara Pleasure. That pass is too long, and yeah, it'll go out of bounds off from Shannon Leland's hands. So they're going to bring Rossell back in, number 20, and I believe she's going to replace Shannon Leland. And she looked a little tired on that run down the floor. And she was a little tired, so she's going to get a breather, and she did a nice job in the basketball game. Not that she won't be back in tonight, but with 4:25 to go, she'll take a break right now and sit down. Again, no pressure in the backcourt. Haven't seen in quite a while from either side. And Tahara Pleasure, looking at that zone defense, will lob it down in the corner to Smith, and that pass coming back. Richardson will make the steal, and Richardson didn't see the numbers there and didn't force the issue, and got the pass to Corey, and oh, she's been snake bit on her shots, and there's a putback by Rossell. Stacy Corey tonight, number 12 for VTC, has taken a lot of good shots. They just haven't gone in for. And at the scores table, we're going to have some new bodies coming in for CSJ. Well, they've been in before, but they'll come back in now. And Lundy coming in the ball game, number 4 for Vermont Technical College. at the next opportunity, and that's going to be tipped and controlled by CSJ's Greeno. Greeno down the far side comes to a trot as she's got Wakefield on her. That's why you can't there. You can see Steph now. She got just embodied over there, covered up by Greeno. Race, got it. She's in the unofficially. I got her into 20 points. Yeah, so with 3:13 to go, it goes to 60-34. Wakefield with the catch. She'll stand just outside the free throw line, dump it down to Rossell. She'll fade and got it. Nice shot. She faded away from the defender, not being able to block the ball, and she was able to catch nothing but twine. And we're going to have a timeout called by CSJ.
Timeout, Saints.
Yeah, what he's doing, it's not really a timeout. He's just getting letting the subs in. And that's what they're trying to tell him. It's just to get the subs in the basketball game. That's they'll put 30 seconds on the shot clock. 2:57 to go in the basketball game. And they're set to get going playing here. And it's going to be Clements back in the ball game, and she'll swing the ball over to Landsberg. And Landsberg to Smith. She's going to the bucket, and she's going to be a rare miss for Smith tonight, and that's going to be Purrier with the basketball. She looked out at the basketball, and everybody peeled away from her. Now Stacy Corey will make the catch in the front court, and she'll bring it between circles, work at the left elbow, and there's a dump down inside, knocked away by Smith. Rossell recovers. They'll come back up top to Lundy, and I'll tell you, a big battle for the ball. Clements comes out of the pack with it. Clements on the break will go ahead to Thompson. She's going to take it all the way in and get the shot. Thompson relieved. She finally got the basket to cooperate with her in the basketball and all the hoop and everything. She's going to the line looking for the and one.
Number 12, Stacy Corey.
And Corey will pick up the foul for CSJ.
Michelle will be shooting one.
62-36, and it becomes 63-36 on the made free throw.
Completes the three-point play.
And so Stacy Corey will pick up the foul on that last trip down the floor. And I believe that's only 2 on Corey. And again, Corey calling out the play and goes through Lundy's hands, and she couldn't save it. Yeah, she was out of bounds. 2:16 to go, and stay tuned for the post-game show of the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. And it's going to be Erica Raish with it. And like I said, I had her front officially at the 20-point mark. It could be a point up or a point down on that, but she really stepped up tonight and played the offense. Hit the outside shots, did some rebounding, got some points down inside, and like I said, a multitasker out there. Did a nice job. Smith will fire away, and no. Rebound grabbed by Wakefield, and she gets the ball up ahead to Rossell. She wants nothing to do with bringing the ball up. She'll bring it to Wakefield. She likes to bring the ball up, so what the heck, let her do it. Hey, she doesn't handle the ball bad, but oh, you can hear some slapping going on. She got fouled a couple times there, but they're only going to do it for one. That's the 10-team limit, so it'll be the double bonus now with 1:44 to go in the basketball game. And Wakefield will head to the line. Thompson picked up the foul. She'll get set here, and she'll settle in for the first of 2 shots. And that will be cooperative and drop in.
For VTC, number 14, Teresa Izinga.
Izinga, number 14, coming back in the ball game. She'll replace Corey, and then Carpenter coming over, and she'll check in late. Yeah, and they'll allow the sub to take place.
Number 1, Chelsea Carpenter.
That means just one last shot here, and she'll get them both. That was nothing but twine that time. She'll make it 63-38, but this one not in doubt at all. It'll be CSJ with the win here in the first game back from the holiday break. And Thompson to Greeno to the basket. Got it. Greeno for 2 points. Had her foot on the line. 65-38. And again, a very balanced scoring attack led by Erica Raish. Got to push off. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Thompson. Oh, that was a borderline call right there. There was an extension of the arm and a clear out.
Once again for VTC, number 3, Eliza Wakefield.
So Wakefield bringing her own cheering crowd here. I don't understand the one-shot deal, but 65-38, and Clements will dribble out of the pack with the basketball. Greeno will save it, chase it down, get it under control, settle things down, and she'll be picked up by Izinga on the top of that zone. Clements to Thompson, and way off, fell off her hand to the right side, up, and boy, tell you what, Nice job of getting the rebounds in there by Kerry Smith. This is Clements with the basketball. Calls for help. 49 seconds to go. The shot clock at 21. Thompson with the basketball. 65-39 CSJ. That's Clements with the catch. Got past the defender. Passed up the shot. Thompson won't pass it up. She'll miss the shot. And that Greeno will get it. Shot clock still in effect. There's a 4-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And Smith up and no. Rossel actually might get a chunk of the basketball, enough to throw the shot off, and now the shot clock is off, and here comes Huizinga with 19 seconds to go in the basketball game. She'll dump it down inside, and Wakefield will turn, and no. Ball tipped around. Rossel wants to kick it out to Wakefield. She'll go up, get fouled, and almost got the basket. So with 11 seconds to go, Wakefield will be back at the line in a 65-39 basketball game. A foul on Smith. So again, a CSJ squad, first game back from break, looking pretty good out there. Put up 65 points to this junction of the ball game, and yeah, what happened? The shooter went over the line. Second time today, Wakefield's done that, and there'll be a violation. We will have just 9 seconds, 8 seconds, and again we'll have the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. It's going to be Erica Raish, and she'll be accepting the Player of the Game shirt. That's it. It's going to be 65-40 CSJ. Player of the game, you White Birch Realty Player of the Game. I had you unofficially with 20 points. You were the offense tonight, and Irene Tompkins didn't feel well.
Sick,
and, yeah, but you stepped up. You had what, 3-4 weeks off.
Yep.
And you didn't look like you missed a beat. How'd you stay in the basketball shape for those weeks?
Actually, I did go to my high school a few times, but besides that, I really couldn't play much because I was working. But we had practice for 3 days, so we worked really hard, and it's first conference game, so we had to play hard.
What was the emphasis coming out, like you said, first conference game?
Yep.
Everybody's been away for a while. What did Coach talk about before the start of tonight's game?
Basically that it is our first conference game, and you know, we've had a long time off, and we have been working hard in practice, like I said, so it's basically, you know, it's conference play and we got to step it up. We had a rough last semester, so this semester we got to do it.
Get this started out.
Yeah, definitely.
First shot you took was the outside shot. You hit it. That kind of put you at ease and everything kind of flowed the rest of the way?
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't really thinking about it when I was shooting. I mean, I did miss a lot, but
oh, not really.
My percentage was all right, I guess.
You were hard on yourself. You played a really good game. What I liked, though, was the versatility. You took some shots from in close, from outside, got on the board, just some rebounding. And I thought the team's defense looked pretty darn good tonight. What was your assessment of the defense?
We definitely could have played better D. You know, we were tired. We weren't really helping that much, but I mean, we worked hard. I mean, you really can't ask for anything more. So.
Is that one of the things when you take a 2, 3, 4 week break like that? Is the endurance to get that back?
Yeah, definitely. And you know, after playing tonight, we don't really have a lot of players. And Snacks was out, Irene, and we just really had to work really hard getting up and down the court. We got to get back into it. So I think tonight was a good start to it.
Well, we'll pick you up Sunday, and again, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Let me just shut the camera off.
Okay.